Standing up. I would suggest socks off for this session of Pilates this evening. Right, Pilates prescription 4, tight hamstrings, hips, lower back, and that is going to link in with people who might suffer with sciatic pain due to compression in the lower back, tightness in the lower back, tightness in the glutes. So I would also suggest for this session, although I'm not going to have one, am I? But yeah, a strap of some sort. So if you've got a strap or a belt, that would be useful. Okay, so standing up, hands on hips, and we're just going to do a simple heel walk on the floor, one heel up, one heel down, and try and push up, push down, push up, push down, and that'll keep your balance upright so we don't tip forwards. Pressing the front of the foot a little further forwards, again a bit more of a bend in the toes. Good, and then both heels to the floor. Our first roll down, release your arms, drop chin to chest, and then slowly roll down head, then chest, then mid back, then lower back, then your pelvis tips, and just hang here for a moment. I would like you to notice how your first roll down feels. Notice how close you are to the floor. Notice how close you are to the legs. Notice what the feeling is in your body, how tight you feel, where you feel the tightness, how easily your head drops. Don't put any extra effort in, just notice your initial roll down and how and where it is. Release your arms, roll your way back up again. One more full roll down as your shoulders drop. You stand tall, inhale, exhale, chin to chest, roll down. Inhale at the bottom of the roll down, finding a stretch in the back of your legs. Exhale as you roll back up again. Inhale, shoulders roll down, top of the head tall. Exhale, roll down, chin to chest. Inhale, feeling the stretch in the back of your legs, and then exhale down onto hands and knees. 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale as your head and your tailbone lift. Exhale as the head and tailbone tuck under. 2 more. Also feel your pubic bone pushes back, and then your pubic bone tucks under. 1. Flat back, right leg out to the side, foot rolls flat to the floor. 3 cat-cows. Inhale, pubic bone back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, pubic bone back. And notice as you do your cat-cows with the leg out to the side, you can really feel how there's a range of movement in the hip joint. When you next come into the cow, that is where we have the pubic bone pressing back. Lower to your forearms. If you can't lower to your forearms, you could try putting your forearms on a block or just stay with straight arms. Look to your thumbs and keep reaching the pubic bone back. Come back up onto straight arms. The right leg now goes out behind with the toes touching the floor. Press into the toes so you can straighten your leg more. Make sure the outer right hip feels like it's looking to the floor. Take your right leg up and your left arm forwards and balance. Hug the waist up and in, hug the ribs in. Press the ground with your other hand and knee. For 3, 2, 1, bring your hand to the floor, keep the leg lifted. Then lift your right hand and step your right foot forwards. Bring your hands onto your right knee or thigh. This is where I just need to pad my back knee. Once you've got your hands on your front thigh, you're going to have your foot a bit further than the knee and then pull the thigh bone forwards till the knee's in line with your ankle. Adjust the foot if you need to. And then keep the thigh bone forwards but press on it with your hands and draw your waist and your chest back. Feeling more of a stretch in the front of your right thigh. And then float your arms up, thumbs pointing back. And see if you can get nice and long from that back knee going down through the waistline and the arms and the chest lifting up. Hands come down to the floor. You're probably going to want a block under your right hand, under your left hand, and right hand on the block. And you can try and straighten your back out here, pressing the pubic bone back. Yes, so if you're having to round your back to get your hand to the floor, put your hand on a block and then you can straighten your back out more and you can send your pubic bone back, lifting up the right toes towards your right shoulder. And then bring your hands back down to the floor, step onto hands and knees, cat-cow, inhale, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale 2, inhale 1, exhale 1. Flat back, left leg out to the side, foot rolls flat to the floor. 3 cat-cows, inhale pubic bone back, look forwards, exhale pubic bone tucks, look under. 2, and again notice how we get a good range of movement in the hip joint. With the leg out to the side, it accesses the hip from a different angle. Coming into the cow on your next inhale, so that's pubic bone pressing back, maybe lowering to forearms. Try and keep your front body long, so pubic bone reaches back, breastbone reaches forwards, gaze between your thumbs, and try and keep your foot flat on the floor. Back up onto straight arms. Take your left leg out behind, toes on the floor while you turn the left hip to look to the floor. And lift your right arm, your left leg. Okay, so the back might dip when we do that, so it could easily collapse. So press into the ground, hug in and lengthen out. So feel your corset of strength lifting and holding you. And all the joints are supported rather than hanging in the joints. Bring both hands to the floor, lifting your left hand and step your left foot forwards. Come up, hands on the thigh. Pull the thigh bone forwards so the knee is in line with your ankle. Keep that and then press against the leg to draw your waist back. Have the outer right hip rolling forwards and then take your arms up. Right knee heavy, waist and arms long. And then hands down, straightening your front leg out, lifting your toes. So you could put your left hand on your left leg, but your right hand probably will want to go onto a block and send your pubic bone back and lengthen through your spine. So if you can't lengthen through your spine, you need your hands to be up a bit higher. Hands onto the floor, come back onto hands and knees. And this time a downward facing dog. See if you can bend your knees a lot, tummy closer to your thighs, and then bounce your chest back and forwards towards the knees and away, toward the knees and away. Small bounces, like you're trying to touch your chest and your tummy onto your thighs. Walk your hands and feet towards each other. Feet are two fists apart, so a little gap between your feet. Roll halfway up and then pop your hands just above your knees and sit down into your hips into a little squat position. Squeeze the sit bones slightly in towards each other, get the legs strong and then take your arms in front. We're going into the heel lifts, pressing the front of the foot forwards and then down. And then the other front of the foot forwards and down. So from the side, your little squat position should look something like that. Might not be as low or might be lower, but in a position where you can keep your hips steady. You're not coming up and down this time, you're trying to send the front of the foot forwards. Press through both feet, come all the way up, arms up above you. Draw your waist back slightly. Bring your right arm down and your left leg up. And then switch. So come all the way back to start position and do the other arm and leg. Back to the start position, switching your balance each time. Inhaling, exhaling, opposite arm and opposite leg. Inhaling, exhaling. If you were doing this on hands and knees and you were extending opposite arm and opposite leg out, we would be watching for the waist dropping. So doing it standing, feel like your back is remaining pressed against an imaginary flat wall behind you, even though you're moving your balance from side to side a little. Last one each side. Inhale, both feet down, both arms up. Exhale, arms down, chin down, roll down. At the bottom of the roll down, go as far as you can into the stretch of the back of the legs. And then swing one arm forwards, one arm back, and bounce your chest in and out from the legs as the arms swing. One forwards, one back. One forwards, one back. Release both hands down to the floor and come onto hands and knees. Spread your fingers, threading the needle. Left hand stays on the floor, right arm opens, inhale. Right arm threads through, almost landing on the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. And one more, inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open, then step your right foot forwards. Bring your right hand onto your right knee, lift the left knee off the floor. Both hands onto your right thigh and draw your right thigh forwards. Press out through the back thigh. Then keep your hands on the thigh and push your chest and your hips back. Your waist back. You can stay there, or if you feel okay in the balance, take your arms up, thumbs point back. Arm bones drawing back, waistline drawing back. Bring your hands down to the floor, shorten the stride with your back foot stepping forwards a little, and again you could put your hands on blocks. Try and straighten both legs and bow onto your right leg. Feel like you're trying to draw the right foot back toward the right hip, like you're trying to lift your right foot up into the right hip. And turn the outside of your left hip forwards. Both hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Knees to the floor, threading the needle left side, left arm opens, inhale. Left arm threads, exhale. Open 2. Open 1. Open, step your left foot forwards into the gap and then bring your left hand down onto the left leg. Right knee off the ground, both hands onto the left thigh. Press long through your back leg. So you're guiding that thigh bone forwards and then press against the thigh bone and draw your waist and your chest upright. Float your arms up. Hold this lunge position, accessing the connective tissue around the pelvis, front, back and sides, through these movements we're doing this evening to free up the pelvis, free up the lower back, free up the hamstrings. And then straighten your front leg, hands down onto the floor as you shorten your stride, use your block if you need to. Bow over the left leg. And again, you want to feel the right hip roll forwards a little and almost feel like you're trying to pull the left foot up into the left hip. So it kind of gives you this slight rotation of the pelvis to square the pelvis. Step to downward facing dog. And you can bend the knees any amount you need to. Pulse your chest back and forwards toward the legs. Walk your hands and feet towards each other. And again, feet 2 fists apart. Roll halfway up, hands on the knees, squat down in the legs. Narrow the sit bones enough to feel your belly muscles kick in. And then take one arm by your ear, one arm by your hip, and then switch the arms. See if you can do it without your head, chest, or hips moving. So you're keeping a straight line from hips, spine, and head. When both arms come up, stand up. Catch your right wrist, cross your right leg in front, press the hips to the right, lean to the left. Come up, catch the other wrist, left leg in front, press the hips to the left, lean to the right. Come back up and bring your arms down. If you've got a block, use a block. If you haven't got a block, you can take one end of your mat, roll it up about, depends how thick your mat is, but I'm going to go about halfway up, roll half my mat up, and put the balls of your feet onto the block or your rolled mat so that the balls of the feet are high and the heels of your feet are on the floor. And then we're doing the roll downs. Inhale, look straight forwards. Exhale, chin to chest, and roll your way down. As you roll down, feel a stretch in the back of the legs as you lift the sit bones up, and then roll your way back up again. Inhale, shoulders roll down, head points tall. Exhale, roll down. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, shoulders down, head tall. Exhale, 1 more. At the bottom of this one, stay there for a moment. Just hang nice and loose. See if you can bring some of the weight forwards into the balls of your feet. Hanging in the heels of the feet is a bit easier. Shift your weight forwards a bit into the balls of the feet and you'll feel a newfound level of stretch. Sit bones lift a little higher, head a little heavier. Relax your shoulders, soften your belly button. You want to soften just underneath your diaphragm, soften the sides of your waist, soften your lower back. Let your rib cage feel like it falls from the pelvis. And then roll your way back up again, little bend in the knees perhaps as you roll up. And then step off your rolled mat or your block and just kick your mat back out flat again. And then here's our second measuring roll down. So we're going back down into that roll down and staying there and just see how it feels compared to that first one you did right at the beginning of class. Let your sit bones lift, let your spine release, head release. Notice how it feels. Notice how close to the ground you might be. Is there any difference or is there no difference? Doesn't matter if there's no difference. Maybe you were already as open as you're going to be. Couple more breaths. Then walk your hands forwards to a plank position. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Your knees can touch the ground if you need to. Once you're all the way down to the ground, arms are out to the side in cactus shape, forehead touching the floor. Lift and lengthen your legs along the floor, feet pointed. Okay, simple swan dive to begin with. So lifting your head and your chest away from the ground. Inhaling as you go back down. Exhale to lift. Can we keep the pubic bone on the floor? Can we keep the waistline narrow? Inhale, lower. Notice when you lift, are you pushing into your tummy? Is your tummy bulging out to the side? If that's happening, then you are using your tummy muscles to push up by pushing into the floor, which is a little bit of a cheat really, and it's not going to do your back strength any good or your back health any good, and it's not going to build your core strength. So you want to narrow in as you lift. So we have the deeper core muscles engaged. Okay, stay up on your next one. Pause here, chest hovering off the floor. You can either just stay as you are or extend opposite arm and opposite leg and then bring them back into place. Go with the other opposite arm, opposite leg, bring them back into place. Extend, return to the floor. Extend, return to the floor, feeling your thigh bone lengthen and lift. One more each side. And then you come down, hands under shoulders, push back to child's pose. You can press through your hands to try and draw your hips back. And then let's just go for a shoulder friendly position by letting your arms drop down by your side. Shoulders floppy. Placing your hands on the floor for support as your legs straighten. Dangle forwards over your legs. And roll your way up. Position yourself on the mat so that when you come down to sitting, you're in the middle of the mat, right leg straight, left leg bent. Once you've got your right leg straight, left leg bent, we're twisting, so step your left foot across to the outside of the right leg. Right arm around left knee. Place your left fingers on the floor behind so you can press into the hands to help you stay tall as you turn. Look over the back shoulder. If you feel that the left leg is falling into your right arm, then use your right arm to gather the leg in towards centre. And as you draw the leg in, then try and turn your right ribs toward the left thigh. Look forwards, undo the twist, and switch sides. Right leg bends, step your foot to the outside of the left knee. Left arm around the leg, right fingers on the floor behind. As you start to twist, press up tall, make a little twist, and notice if the right leg is falling into your left arm. Use the left arm to gather the right leg in. Make sure your bottom stays on the floor as you do that. Just keep twisting nice and tall. Both your right sit bone and your right foot are pressing in the ground to try and control that right leg. Come back to centre, undo the leg, both legs out straight in front, arms out in front, and just wriggle a little on your sit bones so you're nice and tall. Shoulders soft, and we're going to pulse small movements forwards from the hips. So with a straight back, go forwards and up. Go forwards and up. And as you're doing this, notice if you were looking in a mirror, would you actually just be rounding your back like this? Okay, and try and move more from the hips. So if you struggle to move from the hips, maybe start from a little bit further back and go forwards and then back and forwards. Otherwise, you're going forwards to that point where you're feeling a stretch in your legs. I'm not trying to do exactly what I'm doing, but doing it to fit your body. One more time. As you go back this time, hollow your belly, roll your way down to the floor. Arms down by your side, and then bend your right knee up into your chest. Keep the left leg laying flat, right knee up into your chest. Shoulders broad. We'll have the feet pointed. Release the right leg back down, press into the right leg, bring the left knee into your chest, holding that leg in. And then release it back down, bring the right knee back into your chest. Take your strap, pop the strap around your foot, straighten the leg in the air. Right hip feels like it tries to roll away from the right armpit. Left hip feels like it tries to pull up slightly toward the left armpit, and that will hopefully give you a feeling of squaring the pelvis off a bit more. Ease the leg into that nice stretch, keeping the back of the hip on the floor. Carefully take the band off, lower the leg slowly to the ground, keeping your waist toward the floor as the leg goes down to the floor. Bend the left knee in, take your strap, left leg in the air. This time, the left outer hip tries to move away from the left armpit, and the right outer hip tries to pull up toward the right armpit. We don't want to overdo that. We want to do it just to the point where you feel you hit level line and evenness across the pelvis. Even curves either sides of the waist. You remove the band, lower that leg down slowly, working from your core so the belly feels firm as the leg goes down, the waist doesn't pop up. Once the left leg is all the way to the floor, lose the band, bring your right knee back into the chest, hold the right leg. You want your right hand on the ankle and the left hand on the knee. Keep the shoulders and head on the floor, shorten the left leg and lift the left leg a few inches off the ground, and then we're going to lift that left leg up and down 5 times, so up and down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Keep your core strong. Try and avoid the back lifting. When the leg lifts, bend the left knee into your chest. Straighten your right leg so it hovers off the ground. And then we take the right leg up and down. 4. Well, actually, that would be 5, wouldn't it? So that's 4 now. 3, 2, 1. Both knees come in. Now we're going to curl the head and shoulders off the ground. Both hands back onto the right leg, right hand on right ankle. Extend the left leg about 45 degrees and then switch over. Left hand on left ankle, right hand to right ankle. And keep alternating the knee coming in so we're in single leg stretch. We want to try and feel like we're maintaining that back and down action in the core muscles. So that as the leg extends away, the core stays deep in your body and doesn't start to bubble up to the surface. 3 more each leg. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. 1. Knees into your chest, head to the floor. Feet to the floor, arms by your side. Press through your feet, roll your tailbone up, roll up through bridge by feeling your thigh bones reach out to your knees. When you get to the top, apply pressure through your arms and then roll back down again, keeping that press through your arms as you roll your spine back to the floor. Inhale, land. Exhale, roll up, sequentially, vertebra by vertebra. Inhale at the top, feeling long and pressure through your arms. And exhale, roll down. 1 more inhale, land. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, top. Exhale, roll down. Little glute work. Inhale, land. Exhale, roll up, stay up. Right leg into a knee fold. Right foot down. Left leg into knee fold. As you continue these, keep the pressure through your arms and feel like your front abdomen and back abdomen meet toward the center, as if you're sandwiching front and back muscles to the center to help steady you. When your left leg lifts this time, keep your left leg lifted. Let's do 10 little bottom taps to the floor. Go down 10, up, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay up, return your right foot to the floor, left leg lifts, 10 again, down, up, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, foot down, roll down. Once you've landed, right ankle onto left knee, figure 4 stretch. If your head falls back, pop a block behind your head. A really short relaxation tonight. It might just be 3 deep breaths so we can get these last few stretches in. Because these last few stretches are great relievers for tight hips, buttocks, releasing the lower back. So at the moment we've got the right leg in the figure 4. So pop your left foot down to the floor and take your band around your right foot, right leg up in the air. So we've already done the hamstring stretch with this leg. Now we're going to do an open leg stretch. So open your right leg and drop the left knee wide. Try and have it so you feel even. I've got a nice sofa there to rest my leg on. Kicking away through the heel. Coming into centre. Now switch the band into your left hand. Straighten the left leg halfway to straight. And take the leg toward the left, but use your right hand to keep your right hip down. So I like to hook my thumb into the hip crease and use that to kind of roll the hip crease down as the leg goes across. Keep the leg as straight as you can. As it goes just a little way across, you're going to feel it open into a whole new range of muscles. Well, not new, you've always had them, but ones that we might not have stretched so much tonight. Come back into centre, return the right foot to the floor, cross left ankle onto right knee. Figure 4 stretch with the left leg. Just trying to keep your back nice and broad against the ground. Then the right foot goes down, the left leg, the one that was in the figure 4, goes up in the air. Hold it with the left hand, open your legs so that both thigh bones are about even in the amount that they've opened. You're making almost like an even V shape. And then kick the heel away into the band a bit more so your leg straightens a bit more. You need to let your left arm, which is holding the band, retract into your shoulder so you can gather some strength for that arm to support the leg from the big muscles in your back, where the arm connects into your back. Come up to centre, switch the hand holding the band, put the left thumb into your hip crease and take your left leg across a little way toward the right. So you might have to straighten your right leg a small amount just to get it out of the way. If you think, oh yeah, my leg's gone miles over, then it might be that you've let your pelvis tip off to the side. Try and keep the pelvis down on the ground and just let that leg go across without the pelvis lifting. Oh, I used to feel this in a totally different place to where I feel it now. Come back into centre, take the band off, bring both knees in and just circle both knees, open and closed. So apart, together, apart, together. Go the other way. Then pop your feet down wide on the mat and let your knees rest together. Hands rest on your tummy, elbows on the floor. Close your eyes and we're taking those 3 deep breaths. Breathing in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth and let your exhale continue until your belly feels like it's hollowed effortlessly toward the spine. Fallen. Even if it doesn't hollow, it's just falling, dropping. 2 more like that. One. Feet walk together, turn onto one side, press through your hands, make your way up to sitting. Bring your hands to your legs and just give your spine a little flex back and forwards a few times. And then find center sit nice and tall. Bring your hands together, give yourself a very good well done body, well done body. And thank you everybody, well done. See you for the next one.